Welcome back. Up until recently, I thought I had to do things or be a certain way in order for someone to love me. And that's what I'm going to talk about today. That belief that we have to earn people's love. For me, this came out in people pleasing, over explaining, wanting approval, and overthinking. I tried so hard to be what everybody else wanted or what I thought everybody else wanted. This led me to feeling like I couldn't just be me. I overgave, I didn't feel good enough, and I tiptoed around people because I was trying so hard to be someone, be something that they wanted, make them happy. It was easy for a while to put the blame on them. They made me feel like I couldn't be me. They didn't like me for who I really was. And in some aspects, there was truth to that. When I would feel like I was being me and somebody would get mad, that would give me the proof that I couldn't be me, that I had to pretend. But one thing I know for sure, and I say it in a lot of my episodes, we can't control anybody else. We can't control how they think or what they say or what they do or how they interpret us. But we can control who we are, how we respond to the outside world, how we respond to other people. It's the only thing in this world we actually have control over. And so even though, yes, there are times when somebody doesn't like something I do or something I say or don't do, that shouldn't tell me that I need to be somebody else. And I took that as that because I wanted them to like me. I wanted to make them happy. I wanted to earn their love. And so I thought I had to be what they wanted. And I felt like if I didn't make them happy, they wouldn't love me for just who I was, despite those things that they didn't like. To earn their love. And if I wanted to do something for me, yep, I had to earn it. I needed approval to do something for myself. I don't know where these beliefs come from because no one explicitly told me that. Like, you have to be this way in order to be loved. I suppose maybe it comes, most of this stuff comes from childhood. So maybe just that idea of, when you get in trouble, you're bad, you're wrong, so you get disciplined. And so that I must have equated that to I have to be a certain way in order to be loved by mom and dad. Like, our parents love us, but I think as a kid, we interpret things differently. We take on certain things because I remember when I was a little kid and I'd get in trouble and I'd go to my room, I'd get sent to my room and I would be crying and screaming, nobody loves me, mom doesn't love me, dad doesn't love me, and I'd go through all my siblings, nobody loves me. And my mom had fun with it, and she would be singing it with me. Oh, I love that song, and she would sing it with me. She wasn't intentionally being mean, but maybe something came out of that. I don't know. I think I don't blame my parents for anything. Everybody's doing the best they can, but I just thinking about that now, that might be where it comes from, is that whatever got me to sing that, I wasn't singing, my mom said it was singing, but crying, that actually had a real effect on me, that I had to be a certain way, I had to be good in order to be loved. And so that stayed with me through adulthood, but I've changed it. I've gotten better with it, a lot better with it. And I'm going to talk to you about how. That feeling of, I just want to be me. I want to be accepted for me. I want to be loved for me. I just want to be me. That feeling kept getting stronger and stronger. And as that feeling was getting stronger, at the same time, there's a couple other things I was working on within myself. And one of them was watching and being really, really intentional with how I felt and how my body felt when I wanted to say something or do something and I was holding back. I started really paying attention to that. I would get really tight. My whole body would tighten up. My throat would almost freeze, and I couldn't say what I wanted to say. I didn't even know what I wanted to say, but I knew I couldn't say it. I just got so tangled up in my words and in my thoughts. I would get super uncomfortable and I could feel it in my body. I could feel that tension and that tightness. I would notice it. Most of the time, that's all I did. I just noticed it. I still didn't lean into it. I still didn't overcome it. I just noticed it. But noticing that discomfort was really eye-opening because it just made me realize what my body was doing and how I felt when I wanted to say something. I knew I was basically, you're biting your tongue and it's like, oh, I want to say something. And I couldn't. And so that feeling in my body and in my throat was just, really eye opening. And I felt something deep, like I was turning against the friend within. And I felt that. Like, why am I doing this? Why am I not being me? And then during the same time, I was spending a lot of time with myself, with the friend within, reflecting. And I was looking at what I was really after in life, who I want to become, what I'm trying to do in life. And with that, all the distractions. So I was recognizing everything that I allowed to distract me from being that person or going after what I want to go after in life. Because by people pleasing and always saying yes and always trying to earn other people's love and get approval, you're so focused on that. I was so focused on that and the other people that when I know I should have stayed home and worked on this, or I shouldn't have done this to be who I want to be or to get to where I want to go, I would say yes. Oh, yep, let's go here. Let's go there. Let's go there. Let's do this. And I started noticing all the distractions. So that aim of knowing where I was going helped a lot because I could see what I was allowing to get in the way and why. Because I was being a people pleaser. Because even though in my head I wanted to say no, I didn't want to go do that because I really wanted to work on this, or no, that's not really who I want to be, I would say yes. Because I wanted to earn their happiness, their love. I want to make them happy. And by doing that, I realized that I was just a pinball in life, bouncing from this thing to that thing and letting that control where I was going instead of my actual goals, my actual aim. And I realized that I was looking for approval or permission to be me. But let's be honest, I'm the only one, you're the only one that can give ourselves permission or approval to be ourselves. We have to do it. Even if somebody else gives us permission, gives us approval, we still have to do it too before we'll ever do it. And I realized that if I wanted to be loved for me, if I wanted to be me, which that feeling was so strong, I just want to be me. If I wanted that, I had to be me. If I wanted to be loved for me, I have to show me. I have to stand up and do that. And to the degree of if somebody doesn't like me, I'm still going to be me. They can leave. I will, it's I feel like I did it the opposite. It was more I was me, but then if that butt heads against somebody else that didn't like that, I would change to fit what they wanted. But that's not how we should live. We need to be who we are, be able to say, yeah, I'm being me. And if somebody doesn't like it, they're not our people. But we have to show it. We have to show the true us, not the facade, not the cover up, not the hard shell. That's not who we truly are. We have to be who we truly are. To show it, to see, do they really love me for me or not? And I also got to a place where I'm no longer afraid to be alone. And I think that's a huge, huge stepping stone for me. Was I'm okay to be alone because I'd rather be alone and be me than be with somebody and feel like I can't be me. Because this feeling, and it's always been there, but through this whole process of me working on me, it just has gotten so strong. And when something the feeling gets so strong where you can't turn away from it. It's just there and it has to happen. That's kind of what this was, is this feeling, I just want to be me, has been so strong, and that's sort of pushed me to where I am now, which I still got a long ways to go, but I'm seeing the light. I'm seeing myself be me, loosen up a little bit with who I am, and if somebody doesn't like it, that's okay. And I'm realizing that just because somebody doesn't like something I say, it doesn't mean they don't like me. Just like you have people that you might have a friend, you love them to death, but there's certain things about them that you don't really like. But that doesn't mean you don't like them at all. You still love them. They're still your friend. That's how it is to everybody. And for a lot of times when we flip it, it's hard to see. It's like if they don't like this one thing about me, they don't like me at all. I'm learning, very, very recently learning. In fact, even just as I'm talking about it now, it's sinking in a little more. Like, yeah, I can be me and they can not like things, but it doesn't mean they don't like me as a whole. And I don't need somebody to love every single piece about me. Every single thing, everything I do, everything I say it, how I do it. I don't need somebody to love that everything, because it's probably not ever going to happen. And so when I started catching this discomfort, I want to go back to that because this is kind of all a part of it. When I would feel myself wanting to say something and holding back, biting my tongue, freezing up, like losing any thought process, when I would get that and I would feel that discomfort, I would literally just sit in that discomfort and feel it. I'm an over-explainer, and so when I would start over-explaining, I would catch myself. I would shorten it and try to be direct and just make it real short and let them come back with questions. And it was so uncomfortable. Even that. So that's something like over-explaining is I'm trying to get their approval. I'm trying to convince them. I'm trying to give them everything, the whole backstory, everything to get them to understand. And that's still a form of, like, that over-explaining is a form of seeking approval. And so when I started this, I would shorten it up and say it direct and short, as short as I could go. And then I would just sit in that discomfort, that urge to want to keep explaining, to tell them a little more, to give them a little backstory. But I wouldn't. I would just hold. And sometimes they would ask questions, but a lot of times they wouldn't. And I guess that tells me that, okay, I didn't need to explain much. They understood it. Or they didn't care. They didn't want to know more information. They got it. I don't need to give a reason or beat around the bush about it. I'm just going to say this. If they have questions, they can ask, and I'm going to sit in this discomfort. And I'm going to feel it. And it was really hard at first, but the more I did it, the easier it got. Sometimes it was so uncomfortable that I would have to physically move my body to kind of release that tension. But as I kept doing it, it got a little easier. And I was like, oh, okay, that was fine. And so from there, I was able to say and speak my mind a little more, speak what I wanted, say a disagreement or say no a little more often. And I would just keep it short and just sit with that discomfort and see what happened. And most of the time it went fine. Sometimes it didn't, but then I just dealt with that. Then I would have to explain. But most of the time it was good. And so that let my body know, okay, this is okay. You can be you. You can say what you need to say here. And so along with that, I was also becoming better friends with myself and getting to a place where I would rather be alone and be me fully than pretend. And then lastly, but extremely helpful, was knowing, what am I after in life? What's my goals? Who do I want to be? That gave me focus. It gives me focus to know what I'm after. And with that, it makes it way easier to say no to other things, say no to the distractions, because you can see them. For me, saying no is hard, but I'm getting better at it because I have this focus. I have this aim. I know who I want to be. I know where I'm going, what I'm going after in life. I have goals. And so it makes saying no easier to all the distractions. Easier, not perfect. Easier. And it makes it easier to talking to the people involved and share so they can actually support you and help. Like, you don't have to do it all on your own. Let people, your friends, family support you. But I still get uncomfortable if I'm working on a podcast or a project and he's cleaning or cooking, I still get really uncomfortable. And it doesn't last as long. But I get uncomfortable because I feel like I should be doing something too. Like I'm not doing my part, that he's going to be upset, that I need to make him happy, that he's not going to love me. Like I still get that discomfort. But I can sit with it and recognize, nope, this is what I'm after. I want to do this. This is for me. I don't need permission from somebody else. I don't need approval from somebody else. This is my goal. This is my life too. And sometimes I think we forget that. This is your life too. We don't need to get permission. And I'm still learning it. So all those things together though, I feel like I no longer have to do or be a certain way in order to be loved by somebody. I can just be me. And that's okay, and that's enough. Because I don't need to earn, none of us need to earn love. I'm enough just as I am, and so are you. I know, and I'm still learning, that I am worthy of love. And you are too. You don't have to earn love. You don't have to get permission. You don't have to get approval. You don't have to be anything specific or certain. You don't have to do certain things to be loved. You are lovable for just being you, for being alive, for being who you are. You are good enough. You are lovable. You do not have to earn or make somebody else happy. Okay, let me know if this was helpful and if it resonated with you. And until next time, connect with that friend within and see that you are lovable just the way you are. You don't have to earn love and you don't have to prove anything. See you next week.